Welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas Rana. We are one-stop solution for current affairs. You can find Crack Current Affairs course on our application exclusively for current affairs, where you will get daily, weekly, monthly content on regular basis. Use the code Vikas10 and get 10% additional discount while purchasing the course. Also, students, follow us on Telegram and Instagram. The link for the same are mentioned in our description. This video has both English and Hindi. The first part is English and second part is Hindi. Timestamps are mentioned in the description below. Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are all good. Students, in this video we are discussing an important topic, and today we will be studying about India's FDI, foreign direct investment. We will be looking into insights that how FDI is reshaping our India's economy, our infrastructure, and which state are receiving the highest FDI, which sector is receiving the highest FDI, and all these things will be discussed in this particular video. So let's start first. First is Ministry of Commerce and Industry, right? Under them, this is DPIIT, that is Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. They comes under Ministry of Commerce and Industry. They have recently released the data which showed that Singapore emerged as the top source of foreign direct investment equity inflows for April to December for FY26. So for Singapore, from Singapore, we received $17.6 billion of foreign direct investment. Correct? So it was on the first position. Then on second position, which is the country that received from which we received the highest foreign direct investment. It is USA on the second position, from which we received $7.8 billion of foreign direct investment. Then on third position comes Mauritius, correct, from whom we receive $4.8 billion. Students, you need to understand this is from April to December for FY26, correct. If we talk about Singapore, we received almost 37% of our foreign direct investment from them. From USA, we received almost 16% of FDI, and from Mauritius we received almost 10% of our foreign direct investment. Then next thing comes, students, you will be asking, sir, from which sector or from which sector we received the highest FDI? So it is our computer, right? IT sector, IT and hardware, IT, hardware, or we can say in our computer sector we received the highest, that is 22%. Right? Then next comes service. Service sector received 18% FDI. Right? And then you can see, if we talk about state-wise distribution of our foreign direct investment, it is Maharashtra that has received the highest foreign direct investment, invested at $15.38 billion. Correct? Followed by Karnataka on second position, $11.15 billion in the first 3 quarters of FY26. So these are certain things, students, that you need to take a note of. Now students, for better understanding, now let's move to certain questions, MCQs, that will further enhance your learning and understanding of this sector. Let's start. Under which route is 100% FDI permitted for most sectors in India according to the policy? If we look at the options here, you can see under the automatic route, right, 100% FDI is permitted. In space sector, students, we are seeing 100% FDI is also allowed. Right? Next. Which of the following sectors in India is generally prohibited for foreign direct investment? So, in lottery business, FDI is not allowed. In defense sector, FDI is allowed. In civil aviation, FDI is allowed. In single brand retails, FDI is allowed. But in the lottery businesses, FDI is not allowed. Next, what is the maximum foreign direct investment allowed under the automatic route in the insurance sector? In insurance sector also, students, 100% FDI is allowed. In space sector, 100% FDI is allowed. So take a note. Fourth question, which of the following is considered a green field investment? Among the following, which of the following is considered a green field investment? Tell me. So here, establishing a new factory on the vacant land is considered a green field investment. Fifth question, which of the following is a major source country for foreign direct investment in India in recent years? So it is Singapore, we just saw. Next, which body in India is responsible for formulating the consolidated foreign direct investment policy? It is DPIIT, Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. This comes under Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Next question, FDI can improve a country's economic growth primarily by what? By increasing the employment opportunities. As the money will be coming into the market, right, then new infrastructure, new businesses, new startups will be coming into the market, and those new MSMEs, those new startups, they will be creating job opportunities, right? They will be creating job opportunities. So many people will be getting new employment opportunities. Next, what does the brownfield investment refers to in foreign direct investment? What is brownfield investment? Basically, a brownfield investment means purchasing or leasing the existing production facilities. So this is your brownfield investment. If we talk about greenfield investment, what was greenfield investment? Greenfield investment is basically when you are establishing a new factory on a vacant land. And what is a brownfield investment? When you are primarily leasing the existing production factory, that is, infrastructure is already in place, you are just leasing that. That is your brownfield investment. Next, foreign lawyers firms are allowed to participate in India under what conditions? Only a reciprocal basis they are allowed to participate. That means if we are giving them opportunity to invest in India, then they or work in India, so in return they should also work in India and work towards the benefit of our country, create job opportunities for the youth in India. Next question, FDI inflows under the government route requires prior approval from whom? They require prior approval from the relevant administration or the ministry or the department, right? From them they required prior approval. So students, these are your important MCQs for this topic. I hope you have understood about the FDI sector, foreign direct investment sector. Your homework is to tell me in which sector 100% FDI is allowed. Name all the sectors in which we are seeing 100% FDI that is allowed. So that's all for the day. Thank you and have a nice day.